world is actually ruled by emotions. The world is actually ruled by emotions. You can see how is this particular thing possible due to the rise of civilization. All kinds of civilization rose when the only rule or the only law of the world was emotion. Emotion is the only thing that generated every single thing, right? मतलब बिना इमोशन के कुछ भी हो नहीं सकता था वर्ल्ड में. Whatever civilization we are going through is due to emotion. Now, how does emotion works into our mindset? Let's see. These are humans. Humans basically perform under the functions of emotions. Humans किसके अंडर में परफॉर्म करता है? इमोशंस के अंडर में. इमोशंस दे आर बेसिकली टू कैटेगरीज ऑफ इमोशन. ह्यूमन इमोशंस, राइट? Human के अंडर brain functions two basic junctions. One is known as the human emotion and the other is known as human action. What do we mean by that? The moment we see ourselves in certain kind of emotions, those emotion leads to form certain kind of actions. मतलब द मोमेंट वी आर इन, जब भी हम कोई भी इमोशन इन स्टेट में होते हैं उसी के हिसाब से हम लोग एक्शन लेना स्टार्ट कर देते हैं. दैट्स हु वी ह्यूमन्स आर, राइट? मतलब whenever we are in anger, surprise, happiness, neutral, disgust, fear, sadness state, based upon that thing, based upon that emotions, we tend to take our actions. We tend to be abrasive or very much kind based upon the emotions we are going through. That's how we human are. And based upon that particular instinct, we human have generated this civilization and the world is going as so forth. Till here, it's okay. There's no issue. There was a research report actually, if we go through, by the University of Virginia. They told that human brain is the most complex thing in the entire world, which is true, right? There's nothing more complex as compared to human brain, because the way we have grown ourselves up, that is the way human brain has been done. So human brain is actually instinctional to, they have done research, and that research told that whenever we talk about snakes, we are instinct to the fear of snakes. मतलब हम लोग को सांप वगैरह का बात करते हैं तभी डर लग जाता है. बट द मोमेंट वी टॉक अबाउट फ्लावर्स, वी डोंट हैव एनी फियर. मतलब हम लोग कभी फूल का बात करते हैं तो वी डू नॉट हैव एनी पर्टिकुलर फियर, डरने लगता है. That's how we have been builded ourselves. That's how we have made a growth in ourselves. We have programmed ourselves that way, right? The condition that we programmed our complex neuron system is how we are resulting, and this is how the entire thing is going. The University of Virginia just not only says that we get fear of snakes and we do not fear flowers. That is just not the only thing that comes up. There are multiple things that comes up with University of Virginia. Let us understand our human emotion functions, right? Number one, this is the human brain. As you can see, this is the human brain, right? This human brain consists of a small junction, something called the brain stem. दिखा दे रहा है ना, brain stem. Okay, what is the function of brain stem? It controls the heartbeat, breathing and nervous system. Brain stem is the condition that controls the heartbeat, breathing and nervous system, every single thing. This is how the human brain works. And you have the cerebellum. Within cerebellum we have a part called the basal ganglia, which controls habit. मतलब आपका जो भी हैबिट है वो कंट्रोल होता है. हैबिट इन द सेंस क्या क्या आता है हैबिट्स में? लेट्स सी, स्लीपिंग, ईटिंग, मूविंग, राइट? एनीथिंग यू डू, रिलैक्स, लर्न. मतलब आप कोई भी खाना खाने जाएगा, anyone wants to go and have food, they will have food by their hands, they will not have foods by their bare foot, right? So we have a tendency, we have a stimulus system that has been consistently addicted towards us, that whatever we do, we are doing it consistently. So that is the habit we have generated within ourselves, and this habit gets stored in cerebellum. Let me go through it, okay? And the most important thing that should be controlled in any particular mind is known as the limbic system, which controls human emotions. The limbic system controls human emotion, just not human emotion, it controls human action as well. Because as we have understood that emotions basically rise to actions, give rise to actions. If there is emotion, it will give rise to actions. कोई भी इमोशन, कोई भी आदमी कोई भी इमोशनल स्टेट में, दैट इज़ द लेवल ऑफ विल बी एक्शन. उसी के हिसाब से वो एक्शन जनरेट करेगा. just not in normal tendencies, but same thing has been observed in markets, same thing has been observed in any social activity, in wars, right? That's what the University of Virginia says, that these are all the factors that comes up with the human brain. The basic factor human brain reacts is with the limbic system. We human act or move with respect to the limbic system, and the brain react with that particular limbic system, because we human brain give the full control, right? We human give our brain the full control over emotions, because we can't control our emotion. That generates negative results for us, and sometimes positive in the long run. Okay, report from the University of Virginia, or you can say the continuation of the previous report, we have understood that human brain basically works on certain factors, right? Human brain works on certain factors. Number one, human brain works on emotions, and those emotion runs actions. That's the system. We human, the University of Virginia report says that we human are slaves to emotions. We are basically slaves to emotion. The moment we have slaves, the moment the timing of our emotional thinking generates our actions. So we are slave to emotions, right? We do not have independence from emotions, and those slaves generates a physical attraction, right? Those slaves, they basically generates a physical attraction. As you can see out here, that human mind is controlled of emotion. The emotion, there is an art of emotion. There are multiple kinds of emotion. Whenever we talk about physical attraction, there are multiple types, right? Human brain is the emotion of sex is an irresistible force, you have to understand, right? Where that is an irresistible force. When driven by emotion, man and woman is gifted with superpower of action. Whenever we go through this particular, whenever humans go through the emotion of sex category, then human brain has to go through certain actions, right? Those actions will generate good results or bad results sometimes, right? It has also been said that emotion of sex contains secrets of creative or destructive ability. What does that means if you can adjust, or if you can learn through the power of emotion of sex, you have a good potential to grow your career, if you can control the power, or if you cannot control the power, you can destroy your career. That's what majority of people cannot understand. They think this is just an physical thing. Well, it is just not a physical thing, it's more than that. There is a sex of transmutations, if you understand deeper, because this is what the human psyche clicks. This is what the art of seduction clicks. The moment you're not been able to control yourself, the moment you're gone, that's the moment you're gone, right? You have to understand what is the action you're taking, whether the action is good for you in the long run, or whether the action is bad for you in the long run. Human mind is always, the limb system is always there to tell you that the emotion sex is irresistible force. Yes, it is an irresistible force, and it's a very powerful force. I would like to say it's a very powerful force used carefully. Depends on what conditions are you using. Are you using it for the good purpose, or are you using it for the bad purpose, right? Everything matters. So whatever our human emotion intellect says, our human emotion goes on, that's the level of our action our body does, and those action can be considered as good or bad. Clear? Okay, now let's see something innovative. How is your emotion get seduced to the market condition by trying to predict the market? Okay, मतलब आप कैसे भावित हो जाते हो ह्यूमन इमोशन के चलते, और मार्केट में प्रेडिक्ट करना चलते हो, एंड देन यू मेक लॉसेस, एंड देन यू मेक मिस्टेक्स, एंड दोज मिस्टेक्स गेट्स रिपीटेड अगेन एंड अगेन एंड अगेन. Let's see how it goes. Okay, number one, the problem with human mind that comes up, जो हम लोग सब देखते हैं, when you see profits you feel good. मतलब मार्केट जब ऊपर चल रहा है, that is the time exact feeling we are getting good, because our human mind is generating positive feedbacks. Those positive feedbacks generated by the limbs, right, are generating good results. So market ऊपर जा रहा है, as a result our mind is also getting seduced with this particular factor. See, we are feeling good. So when you see loss you feel sad. Same thing, that is what it happens. मतलब market जब भी नीचे जाता है, with respect to the market is going down, the market is also seducing you, because you do not have any control over yourself. The moment you do not have any control over yourself, what you're doing, you're just reacting to the market. Market ऊपर जा रहा है, what you do, attracts more investors to invest, and they invest more. That's why they invest more, because they do not have any control over their emotions. And when the markets goes down, they force all the investors to sell everything. The moment they sell everything, this is why they are doing all sorts of nonsense things in the market, because we human, what we say and what we understand are very much different, right? We have to get in touch and control with the emotion, and you cannot let the market seduce you. If you just let the market seduce you, this is what's going to happen. Only thing which is inevitable in the long run, that will be loss. That is loss, right? That is perfectly loss. You have to understand that, right? This is what emotion magnetism is, which generates different level of understanding within yourself if not judged properly. You see, you have to understand, this is what emotional magnetism is. This is a theory called emotional magnetism. Emotional magnetism means emotional seduction. The market will seduce you अपॉन इट्स डायरेक्शन. मतलब मार्केट ऊपर जा रहा है, आपको भी लेके चला जाएगा ऊपर. मार्केट नीचे जा रहा है, अब आपको भी लेके चला जाएगा नीचे. दिस इज द प्रोसेस ऑफ seduction a market does basically. You have to understand whether you should let yourself go with the market or not. This is the process of limbs. Am I clear with that? This is the process of limbs that you're going through. If you do not understand, it's very much difficult to generate any kind of profits. That's what the legendary Warren Buffett says. If you cannot control your emotions, you cannot control your money. Isn't that correct? Because what we do, when the market goes up, we buy. When the market goes down, we just sell. That has been the history. As a result, majority of investors just make losses, where it should be just the opposite. When the market goes up, you have to observe. When the market goes down, that is the position where you should buy. Right? That's what Warren Buffett says. That stock market is a device that converts money from impatient to patient. If you cannot control your emotions, you cannot control your money. This is just not in the field of investing. It is in the field of every other field. No matter whatever work you're doing, the techniques, the symbols and the symbolics are always same. If you cannot control your emotions, you are doomed to failure. That's for sure. Right? So again, understanding the same thing, we humans are controlled by emotions. Remember, we humans are always controlled by emotions. The moment you're controlled by emotions, you don't have any value for yourself, because your emotion will trigger your action. And the moment you master your emotion is the way you master everything. This is how the psychology of investing gets seduced. Everyone wants to earn investing. I'll give you an example. मैं आप लोग को एक example देना चाहूँगा. Okay, how it goes in the last example. Everyone comes into the market for investing in the long run. Suppose 10-20 years के लिए invest करने आ जाते हैं. When they invest, ना हमें तो 20 साल के लिए invest करना है. The moment they see profit, कि 10-20 हज़ार का profit हो गया, now they are getting seduced by this profit. The moment they are seduced by this profit, now since they have no control over their emotions and their actions, the only action they will take is they will sell everything. That's the action taken. See, emotion controls actions. Actions ऐसे नहीं आता है. You have to understand what is the level of your emotion that you're going through, and to control every single thing, all aspects, you have to understand what's the nature of market you're going through and all basic things, right? Well, in this particular video, what we have discussed, this is the problem generic people just go through, that they just get seduced by the power of investing, right? You should not get seduced by the power of investing. What you should be seduced is by the power of long term. You should be seduced that after 40 years, you will be a millionaire. Yes, that seduction is very much good. But short-term seduction is very, very bad, because no one can predict the market in short run. But everyone can predict the market in long run. Okay. Thank you.